Well, thank you, Laura, for taking your time today to attend this individual trustee forum. And we'll start off with our first question. First question is, why are you interested in running for a Calgary Catholic school trustee, and what motivates you to serve as a trustee?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank the Calgary Catholic School District for giving me this opportunity to share my message. I am very passionate about the Calgary Catholic School District. I have been involved with the school district for 16 years as a volunteer and a chaperone. I've been, when my daughter was in kindergarten, I went to my first school council meeting and I fell in love with it. And what I loved about it was actually getting to know the administrators and teachers that are going to shape my children's future. And now that my children are grown, they're in post-secondary university, and I feel like I have time to dedicate to making a difference with the district. I have a few beliefs that I want to share with you, if that's all right.
Absolutely.
I believe that the Calgary Catholic School District students deserve an excellent education. And I believe that all students should feel welcome, safe, included, and respected in Calgary Catholic schools. I believe that students should have the choice to have vibrant programming options to develop not only their academic selves, but their emotions and passions and creativity as well. I believe that teachers need supports, educational assistance, and resources to help them serve the diverse learning and English as a second language students, so that the teachers can focus on what they do best, which is fostering student success. I also believe that publicly funded Catholic education is a constitutional right that needs to be protected. I believe in fostering positive relationships with all levels of government and political parties, so that no matter who is in power, we can work together for student success, and that these parties and levels of government understand and know the importance of Catholic education. I also believe in a strong relationship and the critical relationship between the faith, our parish, our students, and our families. I believe that I can make a difference in this role.
Thank you for that. What skills do you bring to the role of trustee that will help strengthen the governance of the Calgary Catholic School Board?
Well, I feel that I have a lot of leadership skills. Although I have a computing science degree, I have a passion for teaching, and very quickly after I graduated, I started developing software programs and delivering them to an international clientele. I worked for a company for a while, and then I branched out and started my own consulting company, which allowed me to travel the world and share knowledge with people from all over the world. Most of them didn't speak English as a second language. So I feel that that gave me the experience in how to think on my feet, how to create solutions that maybe not are standard solutions. And I also, like I said, I've had lots of experience in the school district. I actually have been to 24 music camps over the 16 years. And why have I done that? Because I loved watching how the students grow from the beginning of a music camp to the end of a music camp, and how they form bonds and relationships. And so I feel also by doing that, I've spent lots of time with the teachers and administrators, getting to know how the district runs and what their passions are. And seeing their dedication just fueled me to want to do something to make sure that I can have a say and I can make a difference in the school board.
Thank you for that. The next question is a provincial perspective. What do you see as the biggest challenges Catholic schools in Alberta will face in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I've been spending a lot of time in the last few months talking with parents, with educators, support staff. I really wanted to do my research to see what is the main issues in the district right now. And one of the number one things that come up is funding. We need to have sustainable, adequate funding for the district for facilities and operations. Right now, the funding model, the weighted moving average, is not adequate for the district. It doesn't provide us with enough funding for the students that we have. And the grants have also not been increased in many years. And basically, it's equaling a funding shortfall. And with that shortfall, we have to dive into the reserves that we have at the district. And those are not, they're going to be depleted as well. So we need to focus on advocating for more sustainable, predictable funding for these operations and facilities. I also have heard about the increase in diverse learning needs. So we have 40% of our students at our school have complex diverse learning needs, and English as an additional language, 20% are English as additional language. So in order for our teachers to be able to manage the classroom, they need the supports required. They need properly trained educational assistants and resources to be able to deal with these diverse learning students that we are very proud are included in our schools. I also, so like those are the big issues that have come up. We also hear, or I hear lots about class sizes, but I believe that class sizes have been high since the beginning of time. We've never met the standards for class size, or the provincially set standards. And so why is this such an issue now? What I'm hearing is that teachers that have 30 children in their grade 6 classroom, for example, and only 2 of them have diverse learning needs, that's a manageable classroom. But if they have 18 students, for example, and they have 5 of them that have severe diverse learning needs and 4 of them that don't speak English, that's not a manageable classroom. So although 18 looks good on paper, and the teacher gets all excited, oh, I only have 18 in my class, well, what happens when those 18 requires extra resources? So class sizes is an issue, and of course also because of the lack of facilities, our schools are bursting at the seams. And we need to have funding, and we have to get those schools built.
So it's a follow-up question to this. How do you propose to address these challenges, the challenges of the funding, the challenges you'd mentioned?
Well, I believe we need to, first of all, talk with the parents and engage the community to get their input and insights. And then we need to go to the table with the provincial government and advocate for better funding, more sustainable funding.
Okay. Thank you for that. The final question is, I want to thank you for sharing your views. And do you have any closing remarks which you'd like to share?
Well, I want to share that public service has always been important to me, and I feel that we can make a difference. I have a strong background with that. My dad was a trustee for 15 years, so as growing up, I was watching him serve the public and answer the phones and talk with the parents and make a difference. And he even went on to civil service. He was a city councillor, and he ran for mayor as well. And even now in his retirement, he's actually the president of the hospital board, the hospital foundation, raising money for the Strathcona County Hospital. So I've grown up with this community service at my core. My mom, also a grade 3 teacher for her career, she taught me how education is important and how we can make a difference by stepping up and being part of that community. So if you share my beliefs, I would ask for your support to vote for me. I will make sure that your perspectives are heard and that your insights will be at the table. I find this as a role of service. I want to work for you to make sure that we make a difference in the district.
Well, thank you for your time today, Laura.
Thank you so much for having me.